Hey, it's working. Okay. Hello. Uh, it's your favorite chess scrubs streaming again. Uh, yeah, so today I'm gonna play a longer game, a 15-10 game. So that's 15 minutes plus 10 seconds each move. Hopefully they won't abort this time, like previous scrub on my last video. Um, yeah, I will confess that I spent a solid 50 minutes making a bullet chess video, which I was gonna upload, but it was too tragic and my rating went lower. Is this guy even gonna play? I mean, wow, this sucks. Yeah, but I do have an excuse for my appalling bullet chess. I did only recently come back from a mental caravan sleepover party. Don't know why I'm telling you guys this. You probably don't give a crap, but oh, he's finally played. Okay, so for everyone's information, this is the Reti opening. D5 is the most common response, basically to stop this E4 push, but you hit the center immediately with C4. Now, most common replies are E6 or C6, maybe pawn takes C4. And I've got a little system against each one. I will say I only had 1.5 hours sleep last night. Stayed up playing Tekken on the PS2 with my homies, which wasn't smart. But here I am streaming, so all's well and good. Yeah, so I think quite a lot of players don't actually play this move this early. They play like G3 and other stuff first. But I feel that B3 is going to come eventually, so you may as well be ready to recapture if he is to take on here, because I mean he can take on here, and it's perfectly valid. So I play this line. Okay, C5. So there are two systems. I'm gonna play this G3 move, I think. Basically, he can either push, and it becomes a reverse benoni where I basically play E3, capture on here, and play a benoni system, which is usually for black, but I play it with a tempo up. And the benoni is actually my favorite opening as black. So I mean, with a tempo up, yeah, I'm just winning. So yeah, he doesn't push this early. So the knight develops, I think bishop g2. Now, what I'm going to do, I've got this setup where I castle, play e3, bishop b2. Oh, okay, so now, yeah, that was if he played like b6, bishop b7, knight out, and that kind of stuff. But he's pushed, so he is going for a benoni, a reverse benoni. Now, if I play e3, pawn takes, I'm not losing to any tactics, I don't think. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. The only line I really hate is when I do pawn takes here, which I think I'm gonna do now, is where they go knight takes instead, and then if knight takes, queen takes, and it's just like, I'm doing fine, but it's just quite boring. Now also, I mean, I think black wants to be playing this e5 at some point, and that's just gonna waste him a tempo. I think I can afford to play this move right now. As a general theme in the benoni, if you can lose one of your minor pieces, it will be a lot easier to play. Okay, where should I go? So normally, like, I want to like play this bishop here, and then just well, I'm gonna castle first. But I mean, play the bishop there, and then when they go h6, just simply take off the knight, and I'll have one piece less. I'm actually tempted to do it now. Either play a6, maybe rook e8, but that pawn push can still happen, so rook e8 doesn't really prevent anything. A3 with the idea of b4 soon seems fairly logical. I think I'm going to play this first. 'Cause I mean, I was tempted to play this bishop here first, but then maybe the knight can come in, and I just want to shut out those possibilities. And almost always they just play a5 in response. So yeah. Exactly. They basically want to stop my b4 break, which is what I'm going to try and do in this position. So now, as he's allowed me, I'm going to just go ahead and pin this knight. Okay, he's attacked it, so I just whip it off. I'm going to put a knight on d2, a queen on c2, a rook on e1, and a rook on b1. And I literally do the same thing every game, and it's good stuff. Wow, I've actually got more time than I began with. That's pretty cool. Oh. Hey, that's new. Why is there pressure on this pawn? There's not normally pressure on that pawn. So I just want to go queen c2, rook b1, rook e1, just continue my whole development plan, but I've got to deal with this problem that the bishop takes pawn, just winning a pawn. So how am I actually going to do that? I mean, queen c1 is a possibility. I don't really want to undevelop a piece. I don't see too many good options apart from queen c1. It just looks frankly quite silly. Yeah, let's just play it. I feel like I'm missing something, and I probably am, because I'm gonna use the excuse that I have had no sleep. Now I'm tempted to play like rook e1 and then like with ideas of this and with the pin on the queen, but I probably won't get away with many cheapos at this level of chess, so okay, so I kind of want to bring the knight in, but then f5 is coming, and do I really want to encourage that? And I mean, the knight's doing a perfectly good job just sitting here for now. Queen b2, rook b1. Do I have the ability to push this now? Still no. That's very annoying. Okay, I think I've got to play this knight move. And the reason being is that I need this bishop to shoo off this line, because I really want to play b4 and open up the queenside possibilities and make a break. I do hope I can continue this channel once school starts again. It's kind of just like a Christmas holiday project. Speaking of which, Christmas in 2 days, that's pretty spectacular, come to think of it. I mean, no, is there any chances with it? No, there's no like little tricks. The rook's unguarded at the moment. Okay, I'm low on time, but it's a long play game, so I shouldn't be too worried. I'm thinking of even just playing... If I go queen c2, then he can always go f5, shoot my knight back, and then put his bishop back here, and then I'm going to have to like defend it. But then I can go to queen b2, but then I may as well just go queen b2 now. That might not be a bad shout. Queen b2 with the idea of... but that's the thing. I want my queen to be on this square, so I can play a move like c5 first, shutting out the queen, and then play b4. But this way, if I put queen on b2, pawn push with a rook behind it, pawn takes, rook can probably take with a little intermezzo, and then I just lose material. I don't know. I shouldn't even be playing. I'm so tired. Okay, enough of the excuses. Let's hmm. I mean, I'm tempted to play knight h4 just to stop this f5 because then I can maybe play that. Honestly, I can't really think straight at the moment for some reason. It's kind of all a blur. Queen b2. I think I will play this. With the idea of not bringing this rook to b1, but rook a to b1, so there's no intermezzo, and then I can always play this rook to c1 and get that c5 push in. And then play b4. I mean, I think I was fine most of the day, and I think the tiredness is starting to hit me. But let's try not to be swayed by that. Okay. Yeah, so for any of you like OCD viewers who would like to see a different jumper every day, I would like to see that too, but I mean, you know, Christmas jumpers you can only wear once in a while, so trying to make the most out of it. And it's a pretty cool jumper, so. I think I'm still kind of annoyed as well about my terrible bullet play earlier today, like an hour ago. But I guess it's a good thing, because then I can get a lower rating, and then when I play John, I can beat him and then like go up even more, if that makes any sense at all. So what's he thinking? What's his plans? Like, black is kind of playing as white right now, so he's got a space advantage which is quite common as the white player, but I don't necessarily see that as a big plus for him or anything. I don't see why he's not just developing his pieces. I know some of the viewers would rather if the videos weren't so long, but I mean, I think some people may benefit from longer games, better chess, and greater analysis. Oh, wow! Another game abandoned. I'm getting quite lucky with my rating points then. Well, I don't know what to do. Last time I played a 5-minute 5 game, and that seemed to go fairly well. I can do that again. I don't really know what people want. I mean, I'm just having a look at this game. Was there any crucial... Like, this is still, for me, all opening stuff. Like, I'll probably have a look at this later. I mean, that Queen C1 move, I'm not sure if there's better in that position. Why don't I'll just quickly check up on that, because that might be a good lesson if there's anything. How do I access it? Soz guys, I'm not very experienced with this streaming still. So I'm gonna use the same software I used the other day chest base, and hopefully something will come up. Okay, so only 17 moves this game. Let's see if... Ah, no. That's annoying. Okay, so I've got chest base up. Okay, it's all going to go black again. And I'm going to add source, screen capture, the whole thing. And I'm going to go out again, so won't be seeing me anytime soon. And enlarge that. Okay, so let's add a Kibitzer. Can you all see that? I think so. Okay, so let's... They probably will like black's position more because I'm basically playing a black opening. I don't really know. I mean, like, lots of people hate the benoni, or hate on the benoni and just mug it off, say it's like some swindling opening, which I have had my fair share of swindles, but I mean, I still think it's relatively sound. I mean, MVL, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, played against Carlsen, and he was like 2 points up, so I mean, can't be bad. Okay, so this, so Queen C1 apparently was the best move to defend this pawn. E5, Knight E4, apparently the best move again. So what are the plans here? So C5 going immediately. The only problem with C5 is like I like to back it up with B4, but I can't back it up with B4 yet, which is why I want to put a queen on B2 or rook on B1 first. So after queen B2, let's say they did go F5. This isn't what actually happened in the game. My knight will retreat to D2. Wow, so Komodo actually suggests G5 here. A very aggressive approach. I mean, if he takes a more calmer approach, what's white's general development plan? Oh, that's encouraging. So earlier I was saying like this rook F to C1 idea here, and then bring the other rook to A to B1. That seems to be up there as one of the main ideas. Oh, it's gone. That's a shame. But I did see it for a second. So I am thinking along the right lines, I guess. So rook F to E1, I guess. Rather than getting on with my own plan, that kind of stops some of his pushes of E5, which I've always got to be careful of. I don't see why rook F E8 is better than rook A to E8, because usually you want your rook to support this pawn for any later pushes, but I mean, I'm not a computer, I'm just a human. So I mean, if they did that, apparently rook A to B1 is just fine. And if they were to bring this bishop back, oh, you can play this C5 move. Ah, and you've got tactics everywhere. Knight takes E5. Okay. So I think that's the thing, like, although black's got like a really nice center, you can often win material sometimes just through brute force of having more attackers, less defenders. Yes, I'm sorry it wasn't a complete game. No time scrambles, no fireworks. But I mean, I think hopefully there's some stuff to learn from it. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll upload this one. You know, you might learn something from it, and I'll see you guys soon.